So last Saturday we got back from East Africa, and in some ways it's just insane to think of how small the world is. And one day you can be having breakfast in Africa, and the next moment you're having dinner in Finland, all in the same day. The world really has become so small. Dad and I really loved our trip to East Africa. We had the opportunity to work with a nonprofit here in Finland called FIDA, and we were filming 3 different projects that they've been working on recently, and we had a fantastic time there. While we were in Africa, we got to meet so many amazing people, truly legends. We had the privilege of visiting local villages and really seeing how the local people are living, what their farms are like, and what everyday life in Tanzania is like. We even got to go visit a school there in Tanzania, and let's just say that was crazy. There was 1,200 kids at this school, and when they heard that there's some white people coming to visit, well, let's just say that they are all running into one classroom. There was probably literally 300-400 kids just crammed in this one classroom, and oh, me and Vera were just like standing there like this, and people were just surrounding us everywhere. It was just wild. And you know, in Africa they don't often see, especially in the villages, they're not seeing white people. So with my wife's white blonde hair and my white hairy arms, they were just pulling at our hair or, you know, touching our arms. It was the most hilarious thing. A bit overwhelming, you know, you often think in your stereotypical mind that you're gonna go there and it's gonna be really cute and just fun with these kids. But when there's 1,200 kids, it's pretty overwhelmingly crazy. But we survived and we had a great time with them, great laughs. Ever since I've been home though, I've been really reflecting about our trip to Africa, and even though the world is so small, it's crazy to think how huge the contrasts are between different places in the world. You know, today I was out taking a walk outside. It was a bright sunny day, but it definitely was not warm. It was freezing cold outside still. Even though it's March 21st, it's still really cold out. Winter is still here. But in Africa, you know, 12 hours away on a plane, 30+ degrees, we were just sweating. It was summertime. It's crazy to think of those contrasts. And you know, when I come home and if I'm thirsty, and just put the tap on, fresh clean water comes up straight out of the tap. When we were in Africa, you can drink from any tap. We were having to drink from water bottles all the time. And the craziest thing is that a lot of people don't have clean water. I remember one day we were visiting one of the local villages and we were filming at the well, and we were asking the locals, you know, is there good water coming today? And there was no water coming that day. And we literally saw kids just trying to scrape the bottom of the water into their buckets so they could bring something back home. It's just crazy the contrast between places in the world. One place can have amazing, clean, pure water straight from the tap. Another place in the world has nothing like that. And it's just crazy the contrast in this world. For myself personally, I came back home with just a newfound appreciation for the basic essentials of life. Clean water, food, a roof over our head, all these things that we can just take so easily for granted. But it's not the case everywhere in the world, because not everyone has access to the same resources. You know, I'm purposely trying to speak out gratitude each day and just trying to say it out loud how grateful I am for things like clean water or for our home and for food. And my wife's probably getting tired of me saying it already because I'm constantly saying like, oh, isn't it amazing that we have clean water? But the reason why I say it out loud is because I want to remind myself how good we have it, because it's so easy to forget how good we have it sometimes. We so easily lose perspective and we start complaining about the most unnecessary things, and we just lose that sense of gratitude for what we do have. So if you catch yourself complaining or being negative, being ungrateful for what you do have, just take that time to just pause and reflect what you do have, because a lot of times when you realize what you do have, you stop focusing so much on what you don't have, and you're much more grateful in life. So start speaking out loud for things that you're grateful, whether it's just for your home, for your family, for food, for water, whatever it is that you're grateful for in life. I can guarantee you it's gonna change your attitude. It's not gonna allow you to be negative. It's gonna change you to a positive person, someone who's grateful for what you have. Because guys, the world is so contrasted. It's not the same where you live as everywhere else in the world. So guys, I know this is a little bit different video, but I really wanted just to reflect a little bit about our trip to Africa and encourage you guys about things that I've been learning there. I know this is a little bit maybe more on the deeper side, but an epic safari video is to come, so stay tuned for that because it was insane. We got to see all the animals of the jungle. So can't wait to put that video up. Stay tuned. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you're up to date with the latest videos, and smash that like button if you like this video.